Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is Thursday? Yes. Thursday, the 4th of September, and the moon is in Aquarius. The moon moved into Aquarius about 6:33 this morning here on the east coast of the U.S. And of course, the Aquarius moon is a humanitarian moon. It's a air moon. So we have the ability to look at our feelings, our emotions from an objective place. Of course, Aquarius moons can also indicate a certain amount of, I want to say, dissociation or trauma, PTSD kind of energy. So, and of course, we're dealing with all the issues of post-traumatic stress disorder when it comes to the victims of the Epstein crimes. So that's very interesting. Today, we do have a square between Mars, which is in Libra, and Jupiter, which is in Cancer. Jupiter and Libra and Cancer are both cardinal signs, and so their nature is to start things. And of course, Mars is the planet of energy, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It is a first quarter crisis in action square, so we feel the need to take an action. An action needs to be taken in order to build foundations to bring more stability. The interesting thing about Mars being in the sign of justice, Libra, and fairness, Libra. However, whenever Jupiter is involved in a aspect to any other planet, it expands the energy. Now, we could say there's going to be an expansion of justice, and I think we'll see that as well. I was just watching a video with Glenn Kirshner talking about how the grand juries in Washington, D.C. have refused to, hold people accountable for a number of things, including the guy who threw the sandwich at the at the ICE agent. They wanted to do a felony on him, and they refused. And then there were a couple of other cases, I think they had to do with protest, and they refused. So the grand juries, the juries are the juries of the peers. So the people are speaking out against the overreach of the government. Certainly in Washington, D.C., they're not very happy there for that. So we can see this energy in that example, where justice really in its way is being served in a fair way. But this can also make us very optimistic or overly optimistic, or we may tend to push ourselves too far. And so we do need to be discerning at this time. The sun, let's see, the sun is in Virgo, right? So that is what Virgo's about. It's about discernment. So you're going to have a lot of energy today, and there's going to be a lot of excitement about forward motion, but you just need to pace yourself. That's what I want to say. So whatever you're attending to, whatever you're doing today, you don't want to push yourself too hard, too fast. It'll all get done. There's a certain amount of impatience, although not as impatient as other signs with Mars in Libra. Mars in Libra is about considered action. And really, Jupiter in Cancer expands the emotionality of things. But Cancer doesn't like to run at things full bore forward, because Cancer doesn't really have that energy. Cancer is very much more an energy of sort of coming in from the side, or drawing people in by backing out and pulling people in. So just a lot of energy. I think that we're feeling hopeful And in this environment, hopefulness is always a little bit of a danger, because we've gotten our hopes dashed so many times. But we do have to, I think, at least for me, believe in the kindness and the idea that most people are not okay with what's going on, and that's going to make a difference for all of us. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. I'm sorry about yesterday's video. I did do it early in the morning, and I thought I had made it public, but I guess I hadn't. So I'm going to make a real effort today to make it public, because I know some of you worry when you don't see me. But it's usually that why you don't see the video, but or don't see it in a timely manner. So hopefully I'll be better today. Mercury really has been in a bit of a pinch, and so for me, I had so many things on my mind, and I wanted to get to work early. And usually I do these and then I have a little time to myself and then I start my work. But yesterday I started like right off as soon as I got up, and that's why this sort of fell by the wayside. Just the way it is. All right, guys, take care. Much love to you all. Namaste. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Ugh. If you're interested in taking my Kabbalah class, there are still openings. Introduction to the Kabbalah, it's my fall class. It runs 6 consecutive Thursday evenings, 7 to 9 Eastern. All classes are recorded, and it's always a fun time to join one of the classes. There's always amazing people that you get to meet and interesting stuff you get to learn. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.